We saw Jalen Ramsey get what he wanted in Jacksonville. He had a back injury, and he ultimately was able to finagle a trade to the Rams. In Cincinnati, it could be that something similar is happening, but I think, Big Cat, that it's mutual. I think that A.J. Green, who has an ankle injury that goes back to training camp, I think that he wants to stay off the field until he's potentially traded to another team. The deadline's coming up in just about 11 days. And I also think the Bengals want to keep him off of the field until they can trade him. He's in the last year of his contract. They're probably not going to give him anything close to market value because they never do with anyone. They don't like using the franchise tag. I think the Bengals want to trade him. Green wants to stay healthy. They want him to be healthy. And he says he has a little ways to go to return from his ankle injury. The little ways to go is whenever I'm traded to another team, I'm going to be healthy enough to play.
Yeah, healthy right the next day. Boom, my ankle's feeling a lot better. I agree with you, Mike. I think the Bengals are doing the right thing here by playing a little, safe. Like, oh, his ankle, we got to make sure, because this is a no-brainer to trade him when you have a horrific team, when you need draft picks, when you need draft capital to rebuild everything. If they don't trade him, it's kind of like the Redskins right now when they just basically are holding on to Trent Williams, and you're saying, what is going on here? Some of these teams that have no chance of making the playoffs, that have no chance of maybe even winning a game, you need to trade your pieces right now, strip it down, and build it back up with some draft capital, because there's a lot of teams out there that think they are a couple guys away from making the Super Bowl or making the championship game, and they will pay a nice price for it.
The question is, are the Bengals competent enough to tank? Right?
No.
Dysfunctional teams do dysfunctional things.
Are the Bengals competent enough? No. Stop you right there.
They need to do they need to do something. They got other guys too. Here's the thing. Once you sense that the Bengals are in sale mode, you don't have to put the sign in the yard. People are going to start calling you up and making you offers. I mean, is somebody going to call up and make an offer for Geno Atkins? Cordy Glenn seems to be on the way out. There's something weird going on there as he returns from a concussion. Tension between him and the team. He was fined $200,000 for conduct detrimental. So there's some stuff. There's some real dysfunction going on with these Bengals, and it may be time for them to start turning current assets into future draft picks in the hope that they can eventually turn this thing around. Oh, by the way, they got their third home game coming up. They had 20,000 empty seats at the last one, and that was the official number. Unofficially, it was probably 30. Who's going to go to see the Bengals play the Jaguars in Cincinnati on Sunday?
So who's trading for them? Go quickly. Maybe Packers?
Patriots.
Interesting.
Patriots or Packers. But I think it'd be the Patriots. It always has felt like that's the fit for A.J. Green, and they need a guy, we talked about it last week, who can draw double coverage, and that would be A.J. Green.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.